Yes, so Oshegwe, finally, my people, una good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now welcome to our Bonga program, Izigan, where we say na crime and security. I will talk about for this program. So they always talk, my mind is sweet me well, sake of say I know so na kandagidigba for na various Bonga places when I want watch the top story we want share for Izigan for this week. And I know the reason why we greetings for this program. Now, sake of say no time where crime not they happen. If they happen in the morning, if they happen in the afternoon, if they happen at night. That is why at any particular time when this Izigan comes share, when we hear about that, we will reach there go find out how this kind of thing will happen, so how it will happen, and how we fit prevent that from happening again. Well, my name now Wellington Akodeja.
My people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. In the talk, say na security program and crime program that we do for you today. And I know so many of now they follow us as we take Tandagidi for here. I want to come now well. Of course, I don't greet the three greeting when they greet. My name now is Saze Omongate. Quick, make I give you the security information. When we say concern this program, this one when they see so, that one we concern police. You get any yawa for area, make you holler this number. Once you holler this number, before you know, kia, they don't deal with you now. Then this other number where this screen so, that one we concern NSCDC now. People will be say, then be like police in case of any yawa for area, then we come assist you, come unravel the matter. So make it not be safe. If you call police not go, you will forget this number. If you call police you not go, you will call this number. Kia don't deal with you now. Then this other number that one we consign NDLEA now, people will be say their matter now illicit drug matter, go to the smoke or go to the sell. So they will come there, come read, come catch the people. If they ever move for area, say the thing they disturb you, your nose not the rest, and don't pass, be careful. If you call this or the operation number for office, immediately before you know, they don't come do the needful. This other one, that one will be say consign fire service. Fire service, as we know, na matter where we say it get as it be. At times you will see PSO, at times you don't will see PSO. The reason why we dey knock this fire service info for this our program is say fire dey cause disaster, it dey cause many matter wey be say it dey spoil things. Who house burn, who property burn, no be wahala be that, no be trouble be that. So if you get any yawa like that, say fire dey burn, you don't try quench am with bucket, e no quench, make you call this number. If you na call this number, the fire service people will come use their big motor, come to quench this fire. Second say they pack plenty water, come for the matter. Then this other number that you want to be say it concern coronavirus. Coronavirus, you don't the coro they go. When they hear say even if the vaccine don't come out, some people see they get the matter strong, and plenty people see they die for the matter. Second say vaccine now to prevent the virus make you not kill, but at least even if you get it, you know will do your body. So if those people when you take vaccine they can't get the coro, then you will not get the vaccine, you can't near them, or the cough the thing happen. You see say you not get the vaccine, we wish you know if stop from killing or from causing harmful effect. So if it affect that kind of person, so then make them they talk and say make una constantly recover on a matter knows when una dey public. And we'll see they try to maintain that years as a talker. So my people, if you see notice anybody will be say don't they get this symptom, and if like say the thing one cause yawa, you will call this emergency number. Before you know they don't carry ambulance, come carry the person, carry and go hospital. And quick, if you still see some numbers where they roll for under the bottom of the TV show, and that now our number. Coded your number, it did there. My number, it did there. And our executive producer number 2, is it did there. So if you get anything you want to talk, when it concerns our program, contribution, and most especially with the fine sponsors for this program. If you know say you get business, you get what you do, make you call us, see how we will take give una chikele money una fit to advertise for this program, because from our statistics we dey get up to 20,000, 15,000 followers for our social media, and people dey view us well.
Well, my people, I don't hear from Osaze. Make we go for small break. As soon as we come, we'll knock on the top story for Izigan for this week.
Izigan, make you remove your hand for bad thing. Remember, say every day for the thief, but one day for the owner.
Yes, so my people, our fourth story for Izigan for this week say hand dog catch one young man when be say he sabi the defraud POS people for this Obodo Nigeria. Our second story for Izigan for this week, we say one man when kill one person, cut off his head. In the name of courtesan, he don't land himself for Wahala for Isa Abia State for Nigeria. A last story for Izigan for this week, we say the quest to get rich quickly, he don't put Yahoo boy for Wahala. So they talk to you so, in they behave like Rascaferia. Well, make we go for small break. As soon as we come, we knock on the fourth story for Izigan for this week.
Izigan, make you remove your hand for bad thing. Remember, say every day for the thief, but one day for the owner.
Yes, my people, this particular factory, you know, say that they talk and say every day for the thief, one day for the owner. This is when we say this particular young man, when we say God give better sense, because they use the sense till they do bad. Now call carry computer, call go download or software. What they mostly they do now to they defraud people for ATM. Then go send tell them say you want to transfer money, give them, make the give them small thing. Before you know, na fake alert they send. But as trouble come shelling, they won't burn them on. Now start to the knack to read for people who say see what they happen. But as we see they talk so, plenty slap fully face as we they talk to you. So we could play the small video for now.
At last I go the village after one the card. He can't say me the village name, and me I know this, I don't know. He can't mention one in for me. I say na day. Instead to carry me go and come back, say na 5,000. He come big price, top price. At the end of the day, he come be 3,500 way in green. So as we reach that one him, because the truth is, as I go there, I will just define way because I no game. Even the man who made in my pocket na 4,200.
Wait till you do for POS now.
As we reach for the POS for that one him own. And POS no day for one name, so I can't say make we go front. I say in cause make we go. So as we reach for that Benue side now, that Benue side we can't reach. As we reach, say since he don't carry me shift, so you can add money for him now. I say now only 700 maybe if I don't pay the 35. See carry the 500, see add for him. So me I can't dey stranded. Can't come I guess say.
No be that one here. Wait till they do from POS to POS.
POS, waiting I do for POS. You get one girl.
Not be one guy. What do you do from POS?
What do they do? How many persons you don't do?
What do you go do?
No, they talk about person introduce her for the business.
I will call on now.
You dey waste our time, my brother.
I'm not about it. So now POS people are the fraud. Now POS people are the fraud.
When this is about?
No be only saying that the business why they do.
Now POS people are the fraud.
Now you the defraud.
You dey defraud, I mean you dey
how much?
How you dey take defraud the POS people?
How much?
How many years now you start this business?
Never reach 1 year.
So how you dey take defraud all POS people?
Make a talk.
Hey, hold on first.
You go talk with
How you dey take defraud?
So see how the thing I dey take do am. The thing na fake alert. But make a talk how they take do am. So you get one this thing computer program where they call this thing Oracle. So because I study computer, so if you open USD account, like all these banks, they star 901 hash.
Yes.
You can open like Union star 826. First bank star
896. We know. Tell us.
If you open it like that, you go link the account with the computer program. If you link the account with the computer program, it means say anytime when you do transaction, they will send you this thing, whether na alert, they will send debit alert for the transaction, but you no go reach the account. After 24, how the thing they will say after 24 hours, after I don't send them, the thing they go still send you message back say since na the app where they use the thing go reverse, but no be you no go because of the computer program where they call Oracle. So now the thing they work. Oracle. Yes, the computer program.
Okay. Now, you don't know how many home. But hold on first. You don't know how many homes you don't scatter because of the POS where you don't defraud. How many boys where you don't sack from work.
I know how many people I don't do. I know how many people I don't do.
How many person you don't do? Tell us the whole truth. How many?
I will tell you the whole truth. Now for only this, yeah, from Yahoo Road here, like this.
Don't worry,
I'll give Mickey here. For this Yahoo Road. For this Yahoo Road, but not be only for Yahoo. I don't do them before.
Okay.
I will tell my truth.
You don't do for Fuma. You do for Bagli na Bakari Gabi. Somebody just confirm. You do for Ishege. Keep quiet. You do for Fuma. No. See, if that boy come here confessing na you, now that I will go to beat you.
You know where they come from?
I know Fuma. I know Fuma. Only San never stop.
The boy is saying 36,000.
San never.
Whether now you take my 240 or not, as far as the Yahoo and our group, you go must collect my money.
So for apart from this year place, apart from this year place, another place where I don't go.
So my big stick, give me.
So delay our time. Quickly. Talk through, sir.
Talk through now. We delay our time.
They talk through, sir. Beg. Talk through, sir. They talk through, sir. I want to go. Beg. They talk, sir. Beg, sir.
Then I hold on first.
They lie. They talk.
No, wait, no break ahead now. Okay, see the information there is okay. Me I call the call.
Yes, so I don't see the guy because now he don't beg, because the people equally they ask and say, you know how many homes you don't destroy, you know how many people you don't put for trouble as a result of your fraudulent attitude. You say yes, he know, but what they call the maker they do this kind of thing. Now we don't know.
The truth be say, if you really look this matter, you will not say these people, you don't shoot them. You don't see as honey. When you choke out for honey, you never test them before. Choke out for the cup. Then you drum again. You drum again. As you carry the honey, use and test your lips or tongue. You test them. You see the sweetness. It will be hard. Say that honey, you don't like to go back, go lick. Or if the person say take, you will say no, thank you, I don't want lick. Now it be this their wahala. So when this thing starts, some years back, now few people now they do giddy. Now they don't see motor where they come out, they don't see houses where they come out. All that children will be say they supposed put head down, take learn work, take go school. Then don't they look them, and now the thing don't they entice them. College, I make I tell you, again one of my friend, please. My friend, so now for well, not be waiting that they have. They get boys, plenty, and they learn work. They learn mechanic, so they learn automobile electrician. For the same way, you will see young boys. But if you reach there now, you know we'll see them again. All of them don't carry that hair, will be like a rod. All of them don't barb that hair, they don't enter street. These now children, young boys will be say, them be don't they learn handwork. Handwork. So they even learn finish, they even they serve. They not serve finish. They enter street. The name of say that they press button, Yahoo. According to a big problem for our society. And I guess some people, if you tell them, they will say, waiting after all, now they survive the family, now they do it. You're becoming the thief, you're becoming the defraud other people until they survive you. So if now you that they defraud like that, go till they survive their own family, how you will feel? So this now waiting and want make our people they think. Yahoo not be lucrative business, not be legal deal. When it be say you will do, person will do, you will be proud of.
Well, if you did there, you be parents and you did watch this particular program, try to talk to your children and words on the need to focus in the right way of life. Probably, you know, as a young person, they'll feel the system, it is the quickest way to make money. In the course of this program, we'll still let you know one when we say you go for victim. As they talk to you, so in the das will for inside town. Well, people go for a small break as soon as we come. We're not going to the second to for Izigan for this week.
Izigan, make you remove your hand for bad thing. Remember, say every day for the thief, but one day for the owner.
Yes, so my people, man inhumanity to man, I happen for Abia State. So I call happen when they say some court for the state, court get small wahala. Court be say one of the rival court group, the court go carry this other guy that they call data, As they carry am, so they call carry am go one place. They call remove, they call shoot am. As they shoot am finish, they call still remove the head. Then some other persons call still can remove the private part. Call carry am go native doctor take go do mercy. But as luck could run against the same set of persons, police can't get into the matter. So as we talk to you, so the particular boy say na he cut the hair, na he video. He don't dey inside police custody. He don't the dim eye. Point. Make we hear from him. Make he let us know how to do this thing and all that.
2021 was the day we killed one Mr. Ugochukwu, aka Tata. I was the one that shot him. After shooting him, we cut off his head, videoed it, and sent it. We are 5 in numbers that did it. One Mr. Sajo was the one that brought Tata to us. Then I myself, Sajo, Mr. Spirit, More Life, and Otiko. 5 of us was the ones that cut off his head. Then one Mr. Seko came inside there when we are cutting off his head. After cutting his head, on Sunday being 7th March 2021, all the members of Supreme Vikings Confraternity witnessed, saw the head. So after them seeing the head, one guy from Delta State, Asaba, came there. That day, that fateful Sunday being 7th, was my first time of seeing the guy. So he was the one that cut his hand and his private parts. After cutting everything, we dumped the body inside the river in Umobe village at Oboye. Then after everything, we took Mr. Spirit and Otiko took the head and the private parts to a herbalist in Oboye. That fateful Sunday in the evening, they called me out, told me that they want to go back to the herbalist. So I followed them up. When we reached there, them and the herbalist discussed, which I was not present. They shift and discussed. After discussing with the herbalist said that we should come back the next day, being Monday, being the 8th of March 2021. We went there in the night time, me, Otiko, and Spirit with our number 1 called Celestine. So when we went there, by that time, the herbalist has grind the Mr. Tata's head and the rest of some of the parts in his body. He has grind it. Then when we came, he asked our number 1 to sit down. He brought out mortar, poured everything inside there. Asked our number 1 to be pounding it. So when our number 1 was pounding it, he was doing incantation. He was doing some incantation. Then after everything, he asked us to go, that he's traveling with Otiko, that they are leaving the town the next day. So the next day being Tuesday, 2 of them traveled, and they traveled to unknown destination, which I didn't know.
Who caught Mr. Ugochukwu, aka Tata?
Yeah.
Who caught his head?
I was the one that caught his head.
Who did the video?
I was the one that did the video and sent it.
What is the reason for that?
On 2020, being last year, Tata lead a squad that killed one Mr. Lampard. Tata is one of the neo-black movement called aka Blackers. He lead a squad and killed one of our members called Lampard. Then after that, he chased me and shot me like several.
Did you report it to police?
I didn't report the matter to police.
So, how can you prove it that Tata is a member of Cultists?
Everybody that knows Tata knows that he's one of the neo-blackers movements.
Everybody that knows him as what? Because the family said they did not see him and they reported the matter. The video went viral that you people cut his head. You killed him, you shot him and cut his head.
Tata was a student in Abia Poly. Then when he was in school, Tata is a very, very stubborn and a bad.
Who is the owner of the gun he used?
More Life. He was the one that brought out the gun.
The gun?
Yes.
The gun used to shot him?
Yes.
Did you regret the action?
I regret everything that I did.
When was that? When did you regret that? Is it when police arrest you, you regret the action?
Even before the police arrest me.
Before police arrest you, you are planning to run to where?
I was planning to go back to school.
Which school?
At Uyo.
You said?
Uyo.
Can you take the police to the herbalist that you took?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tata S2?
Yes, sir.
You took the head to that place to do what?
They use it to add to. They use the head and the some of the parts to do juju.
Which type of juju now?
For government and ask men to be loyal.
Government how? Which type of government? Government.
Police.
To loyal to who?
Police to stop putting eye to them to Supreme Vice Fraternity there, and for us men not to be declaring war on them anyhow.
Okay. That's the reason you people cut the head?
Why we cut the head is because there is a war going on in Aba right now, and Tata is one of their strong hands.
That's the reason you cut his head. When you are cutting the head, who is feeding you?
I was the one videoing.
How?
I was holding the phone at my left hand. Then I was using my right hand to cut the hair.
Well, something they happen because people no longer they fear God. In the name, I don't know if you say probably in the name of cultism or thereabout, taking the lives of another is a kind of the right thing. But you see, the suspect now they confess say this other guy when they kill Cultists so instead of a killer and all that. But is that the proper way of life? A very bad orientation.
Yeah, not people they talk since for this program at Kodija. They know they hear word. When they tell those our young men make them remove one for bad thing, they don't hear. And now you see where this one for happen now. Now place where be say the state will be saying now business, now in the face. You know if you tell me say now work, now you know see do now work, you know see learn. That place a very lucrative area to do business. Now you don't do this kind of thing now. Courtesy, it don't go key. Before, what do you know? If you join association, now to Boboraz, to Joliment, to celebrate,
to help each other.
Now I know. But this one will be say, can they involve killing. Anyway, we thank God. Small, God on the arrest them small for our society. I pray, may God give them the mind, the strength, may they take rest for the matter. That's what I say.
Well, the only thing when I go talk for this particular program, if you be Cultist or you be dating daughter or you be social person, always try to do the right thing. Which you know say if they do to you, go pay you, not do unto another. Because even the native doctor when call pound the man private part and all those things call give them, say they take a do to protect themselves, make police not fit near them, make their rival group not fit near them. It's equally bad because the native doctor now elderly person go be so. Why? You go be say you they encourage people to they do evil.
Not even that. They not be catch the cash also. So not be they could carry like a small rat with this thing, with trap cash. Not be catch the cash. So that's the thing. No, please, my people. Make una not let any native doctor or any spiritualist tell una say una they do bad, una they do. Say nothing will happen. Nobody will hold una. If the time set, nobody pass God. If the time set, that's what they will catch you.
Well, this particular story, not one way be say it gets the way it be. You could be say one young man when we say he dey enjoy himself, they drive, they go, all of a sudden he call stop for center of road. He call park a motor for them, because they say he no need the money again, no, he no need the money again, no, may they go carry their motor, may they go carry their motor. What did they cause this kind of thing? Now the quest to make money. Maybe we play the video for now because the thing don't go viral. Well, maybe you don't see them. But the essence of this particular program now to educate people so that even if you won't do anything, do it legitimately instead of going to visit some spiritualists where you call give you power, where you backfire. But not be so that they talk.
Now so
make we play am. Well, it's quite unfortunate, yeah, because may not be like saying a drama that they had. I'm not sure because people for the area, because everybody they complain about the issue. You know, see the way they try to rescue them into the vehicles and all that.
Don't be everybody. Now they rescue themselves there, they drag on. Everybody they pass as you say that normal. Because for their mind, now what is bad, now they chop. Now make you say for they pass. Now only a few people, small young boys like when you still know what they gather there, now they follow and they carry on. Yes, many of our people if don't see this video for internet. Whether na drama or anything, but this na lesson to many of our young boys. Say not be every of this money. Some they even they go as far to even use blood they run the Yahoo what they do. Not be every of this money na free. Devil go give you long plenty rope, but you go get small when they draw come off for you. You get one of our mama will be say into they support this program well. Okay. One Mrs. Egbe. Okay. We hear say twins. Wonderful twins. The two boys say they knock birthday yesterday and we want
use this opportunity to say congratulations. So may God bless you more. Yes. Long life and prosperity.
Yes. And we also thank the woman who did follow our program. Now Canada, now she did always send message into this program. They contribute into this program. Mama, we pray may God give you the money. We take care of that picking well.
Well, my people, now here we go for draw today's curtain for this program. Join us again next week Friday by 10:30 p.m. To this same time, same station next week. My people, bye bye you.